Again, guys, please, I'd appreciate it if you could support the stream. Today is one of the lowest support streams I've had in a long time. I don't know why. It'd be great if we could pick things up a bit. Thank you. My highest supported streams ever of recent. No. Lost Judgment. Yes, the thing is, I don't really think it had anything to do with the game. If you remember, there were two people who showed up, and all of a sudden they got into a tips war, and they wanted to keep contributing. But my point is, if you look consistently over Lost Judgment, it's been one of the lowest attended and lowest supported streams that I've been doing. I love the game. I know there's an audience for it because people do show up for it. It's just a shame that, like, because of the type of game that it is and the type of year that it came out, I feel like it kind of suffered, you know? Objective here for likes, but it would be great if we could get some more and hit it as soon as possible, so it's not a big deal. And also, guys, definitely any support is appreciated. Obviously, this game, every time I play, it gets very low support. Right now, we are at the lowest support we've had in many months, with only $12 in tips and 0 super chats, only 1 membership. It'd be great if you guys like the playthrough, since this is the end game. Next time we play, it's the end of the story, literally. It'd be great if we can get a little bit more support. Thank you.
We'll have to climb.
I finished it yesterday. It ended up being the lowest supported stream of 2022. I don't know if people really hated the game that much. Personally, like I said, at least as just something to see once and get a little bit interested in it, how different it was than other games out there. I thought it was entertaining. Apparently, people didn't feel that way. I couldn't believe it, how slow the stream was. But all I can say is, if you could support tomorrow's stream, Saturday streams, that would be outstanding. Again, I have no idea what happened today, why the late stream tonight actually is tied for my lowest supported stream since the lowest supported stream last year, which was Mass Effect 3. Like, I was not expecting that for a new release. And by the way, this is not the end of the world. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it actually threw me for a loop, and I hope this isn't a pattern, because I have tomorrow, Sunday, and maybe Monday night to even get through my first playthrough of this game. And by the way, this game was $70. Now, a fan donated it. All right? Thank you so much to the person who donated the game, because that would have been even worse if, like, I paid full $70 for it and I have a slow day, you know. It's crazy, right? Although admittedly, the slowest support for any Final Fantasy VII stream so far, and that's disheartening for a couple reasons. I have had a string of slower streams, meaning when it comes to tips and the like, barely hitting $50 a stream, okay? And again, I kind of explained to you guys a year ago when I left Twitch and came to YouTube full time. I still have not made up for the fact that I used to have so many subscribers over on Twitch. I mean, right now we're at an all-time high of around 640 or so. I think we dipped to 638 tonight. But I'm making less on each subscription here, or excuse me, each membership here than I was over on Twitch. On Twitch, remember, I consistently around 800 a month. So already there's missed income there. I've had a string of slower weeks because there's been no new releases. I literally have had 5 straight slow streams, and then the Final Fantasy VII stream was a 6th. And the other reason it was disheartening is because Final Fantasy VII has consistently been strongly supported up to this point. This was actually the first stream, I think, of Final Fantasy VII we did not hit the $100 tips goal. That's not good, especially at a time when already things are tight and struggling because it's been slow, and then we have a slow stream of the one that was strong. So it was concerning. But on a downer, look at the low support tonight, right? Views, we had over 300 viewers all night. Likes, over 100 likes, right? But support, both super chats, no members, low super chats, low tips. So, you know, I keep telling you, I've been saying this, I feel like I'm a broken record at this point. I want to keep this game in the rotation. It's literally the lowest support I'm getting out of any game. I don't understand that. I don't. And at this point, I don't know how to fix it. You know what I mean? I just don't. I'm doing everything that someone who plays a fighting game competitively should be doing. I'm trying new characters. I'm trying to entertain you by using the new characters and learning them. All right? I don't know. Tonight, okay? Chill vibes were great. The interaction was great. The support was abysmal. All right? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. One person tipped a bunch, and basically it ended up being like around $20 in tips by the end of the night. We couldn't even hit the likes goal. All right? And there was a good amount of viewers. It wasn't like, oh, there wasn't a lot of people. For whatever reason, it was just one of the lowest supported streams I've had in like weeks. So kind of a crabby way to end the week when the rest of the week actually was really good. But it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and just complain about it because overall the week was a good week, okay? But just odd because up to this point, Disney Dreamlight Valley has always gotten great support, which is why I was excited that it was going to be a great new staple chill game in our rotation. So I'm actually not sure what happened tonight because it was really one of the better streams of the game that we've ever done, okay? All right, I'm not here tomorrow. Please relax. Please enjoy the day off. Be safe. Remember, if you watch anything on DSP Gaming, remember to please like the videos if you enjoy them. Please remember to leave comments on the videos for engagement purposes. And hey, you want to support the channel? When I'm not here, there's many ways. You can leave a super thanks on a video. You can tip by looking at the description of the video. For sure today in Pokemon. All right. However, for some odd reason, today was actually the lowest supported Pokemon stream I've ever done. And I don't know why. We had good attendance. We actually had the same engagement, but support was almost non-existent. $5 of super chats, 1 membership. And if it weren't for our usual 1 Minute Man support, we wouldn't even hit 20 bucks in tips today. In fact, we didn't hit 20 bucks in tips today, did we? Well, wait a minute. What is that, 30? Are we at 30? Okay. So without 1 Minute Man, it would have been 10 bucks. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what happened. Now, by the way, there is no way that I could expect that every single stream that I do of every game is going to go great. Pokemon, up to this point, when I've done it as a daytime stream, we literally always had the Hackle hit. We always had Pokemon named. Nothing, not a single Pokemon was named today. So I want you to understand something. I'm not upset. I'm just hoping that this isn't a pattern. Because up to now, the Pokemon streams have gone really, really well. You guys have supported them every time. I don't know what happened today. Maybe it's a one-off. I'm hoping that when we go play this again later in the week, that this is not the case. That maybe it was an anomaly. Because I love Pokemon. I'm having a great time with this chill playthrough with you guys. And to see a 180 turn out of nowhere, I don't know what happened. Okay? But again, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's an observation. And I certainly hope it doesn't become an ongoing thing. Usually, if I'm doing something where there's engagement and people are showing up and having a good time and I'm at least enjoying the game, usually support is at least half decent. It was actually the lowest supported stream of this year so far. It was one of the lowest supported streams I've had in months. I don't know why. It wasn't like there was an explanation for it. It was like the people weren't having a good time. It just was bad. And the thing is, I don't know how long we got robbed of time. Thank you. That was the first tip we had in hours and hours. So I really appreciate that, whoever that was. Again, guys, if you want to see me keep playing this game, please support it. Today has been the lowest support stream for this game. And honestly, I'm not really liking the game. It's not a good sign. All right? What's up, Bloom Kid? Good to see you. I would really appreciate it if you guys like Street Fighter, if you could support the stream. I'm sorry to keep asking, but as you can see, it's the slowest supported Street Fighter stream I've had. After a whole day, I lost the streaming. So I'd appreciate it if you could support it, and if not, well, I guess I'm trolls coming in to see if someone would support this game, which did not happen, all right? Here's what happened. I got 2 super chats, and it took all night for that, by the way. I got 1 new member, and I got 2 tips. Lowest, I'm not kidding, lowest support night this year up to now. Literally the lowest amount of support I got in 2023 for any stream. Now, could it have just been a night of bad luck? Yeah, it might have been. But what I'm getting the vibe is that there's people who like me as a variety streamer. However, this doesn't necessarily mean that the content that I'm putting out, because it's samey content like a lot of Street Fighter 6, that is bad. What it means is that you get people who essentially don't have anything to talk about. So they get bored, and now they want me to change it up so now they can complain. So, for example, if I'm playing Street Fighter 6, generally, support's decent. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's decent. Usually the gameplay's good, the streams have a good vibe to them, and Street Fighter 6 is good. Do I rage? Of course. That's par for the course. But what's happened is, in the last month and a half that I played Street Fighter 6 a lot, the trolls don't have anything to do anymore. Because what are they going to talk about? Street Fighter 6 all day? Even they get bored because they're idiots. They don't even understand competitive fighting games, so they have nothing to say. So literally, they sit around with their thumb up their butt every time I'm playing Street Fighter 6 with nothing to do. So they have been actually trying to get me to play other games because they want me to play another game that then they could have a night like tonight where it's a horror game. Oh, let's disrupt his stream. Let's get trolls in the chat. Let's get troll tips going his way so that he'll be distracted, right? So he can't enjoy the game. And then at the end of the night, let's actually say, oh, look, he had a horrible night with no support, right? This is literally exactly what they've been wanting all along. By the way, I'm not saying that everyone who wanted to see me play Amnesia the Bunker is a troll. I'm not saying that at all. You're telling me that a game that people were asking for a straight month is literally the slowest support stream of the entire year. Not the week, not the month, up until now in 2023. That was the slowest support stream I've had all year. That tells me something, right? That's people outright saying, yeah, this probably wasn't exactly what we were looking for. You probably should have done something else, and you're listening to the wrong people. Because it sounds to me like what happened is, these are idiotic trolls who just don't like the fact that I'm having a good month or having that Street Fighter's going so well, right? They relish in the fact that I haven't enjoyed the RPGs recently because they feel like they can mine toxicity out of that for their own purposes and their own content. But they haven't really been able to do that much with Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? With Street Fighter, I'm genuinely doing good. People are actually seeing for the first time, oh my game. But then when I actually went out of my way to play a different kind of game based on the feedback of the viewership, it was the slowest support stream of the year. That tells me people weren't that interested at all. It's good to have variety on the streams, but if people weren't interested in this game that much, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of feel like there was an over-exaggeration of negativity from people saying, we don't like Street Fighter, to try to get me to stop playing Street Fighter, which I'm doing really good with, and is getting support, and is getting a lot of popularity in my audience. Right, definitely made it a less enjoyable experience having that level of annoyance on that stream when I was trying to enjoy a new game with you guys. But in addition, it ended up being the lowest supported stream of 2023. And, the trolls definitely jumped on that. Like, they're saying, oh, he's going to wage quit the game and dumb shit like that. Because they're idiots. Again, their narrative is not reality. Their narrative is the narrative they create and then try to push, and it's never correct. But what I would say is, please, if you can, show up and support the stream. The last time that I played this 2 days ago, it was literally the slowest support stream of the year. I would like to not have a repeat. It would be great if we could get a little bit better tonight. Let's see how that goes. Tomorrow, good support on the stream last night. If you remember, my premiere stream of Amnesia the Bunker was the lowest supported stream of the year. I was concerned moving forward with the game would be more than that. No, it was the opposite. People came out, they were like, okay, let's support this game. We like that Phil's doing variety. And it was in every way, too. There was memberships, there were super chats, there were tips. Everything was good. So thank you to anyone who was there. Thanks to anyone who supported the stream. We'll be playing it again tomorrow, as I'll explain in the schedule, okay? We have more attendance tonight than most night streams, and it's the slowest support stream I've had in, like weeks, So I don't know. I have to think about it, I guess. I do have the opportunity. I could play it one more time. We're not doing it tomorrow, but I could possibly play it Tuesday night. I'll think about it. You guys give me your feedback, and let me know what you think. All right, but for those who were here, and I'm entertaining you guys through making it, then going hand in hand with that great experience is going to be support. If people like what they see, they're going to support it, correct? Last night, it seemed like all the feedback I was getting on that stream was, we like what we see. But then how is it the slowest supported stream in ages? It doesn't seem to make sense unless it was just one night of bad luck. Now, there's another thing. When I played this last week on the PS5, we had great attendance, but it was mostly trolls who were here to laugh and joke about me sucking, which is hilarious because I didn't. I actually did really well. But what happened was, sadly, it was the slowest supported stream that I had in weeks. And I was like, what happened? I thought you guys would be interested. You guys always ask me to play these multiplayer games. And something in that conference is going to get claimed, and I get no money on that on-demand video at all. Zero. I will never make ad revenue or anything after the fact on that video. I will only make profit on memberships, super chats during the live stream, and tips during the live stream. And the live react streams I did were some of the slowest supported, lowest engagement streams of the entire year. People didn't care. They were bored. Well, you know what they liked? The recap reaction. Sea of Stars, admittedly, has the lowest attendance of any game I'm playing and the lowest support. That's okay. It's cool that I can play a game like that I wanted to play ever since it came out last summer. And I don't have to worry, basically, about the fact that it has low support, because the other streams I'm doing are great. Like, the other streams I've been doing have had great support, great attendance, great everything. So it's fine, and it allows me to there's something new going on. We had literally next to no support last time I played it. It was one of the lowest supported streams I've literally ever done. I can't have that be a pattern. So I hope tomorrow night, if you weren't able to make that last stream, but now you can make this new one, and you can hang out, and you can support it, please do. I'm nervous because I like the game. I want to keep it in the rotation, but I can't play it all the time if it's going to have those kind of really bad streams. So let's see what happens tomorrow night, okay? And then we'll play it by ear and we'll go from there. So tomorrow, last chance to contribute and have the streak continue. This has been the lowest supported Call of Duty stream so far. I don't know why. As I say that, Adam is here and just did a 100 Australian dollar super chat, which is the equivalent of 66 American dollars. So let's get Adam up on the leaderboard for a very generous contributing. If not, this will literally be the lowest supported stream of gameplay that I've done in months. As for overall, well, yesterday was slower, but that's because I didn't even have any gameplay. It was just me messing with this mic, right? But yeah, it's really gonna suck if this is it. Because if I only make 31 bucks today, I guess that's it for Marvel Rivals, just being honest. I'll move on to other stuff. We've got a million other games to play. And I'll change the stream for this later in the week. We just won't play it again this week. I feel like we made great progress in the games that we played. I also really enjoyed the podcast. But also, just to preface this, one of the lowest support days I've had in ages. Not that this is the end of the world at all, or even really a bad thing. I've had so many great support days recently where we were hitting 1, 2, 3 or more goals a day. So it doesn't really matter that we had an off day as long as this doesn't become a pattern. You know what I mean? So let's talk about the day that was, because it was the lowest supported day that I have had probably in about 7 months. Okay. The Dark Souls stream didn't even make 50 bucks. The Killer Frequency stream barely made 30 bucks. Okay. That's obviously not good. That's quite bad. All right. For one day for me. But the good news is, the day before, I did tremendously well. The day before, I did tremendously well. The day before, I did tremendously well. So it's not a big deal, okay? Because my detractors love to make this shit out to be a big deal when it's not. It's totally okay to have a couple days every once in a while where things aren't, going crazy and you're not hitting all your goals. Obviously, ideally, I wouldn't want that to be, but it is what it is, okay? So it's all good. No worries there. However, obviously, the idea is that we are more often than not hitting the goals, okay, getting rewards unlocked, and doing special stuff. But I noticed that every time I played it, people would not show up, engage, or support with the streams, meaning you get a small group of people who actually cared about the game who would try to help me, and everyone else would basically either tune out or a bunch of trolls would show up to basically complain constantly they didn't like it, and basically no one would support the streams. I mean, not even an exaggeration. They were the lowest supported streams that I was doing of all the games I was playing. So I said, well, my time is at a premium. I got to play things people are going to show up, engage, and support with. So I'm done with Rivals because people aren't doing that. So I stopped playing Rivals for over 2 weeks. And in the meantime, the game blew up and became super popular. The game started getting tons of players on Steam and everything. So everyone just started asking me again, oh, well, why aren't you playing Marvel Rivals? I'm like, because I did. I played it, and you guys didn't show up. You didn't engage. You didn't support. And people kept yelling at me, oh, well, we will. You got to play it again. We will. I said, all right, I'm listening. So tonight we went to play it. I literally just played it for an hour. My entire chat was full of trolls complaining. I got 3 troll super chats, 1 troll tip, all tiny, and then a few very small contributions from a few people. And a lot of people just basically trolling and complaining, you're playing it wrong. Why aren't you doing ranked? Why aren't you doing that? And I said, enough. And I closed it, and I'm not playing it again. I'm actually just at my wit's end when people pulling me to play games that aren't performing well. Just because it's ultra popular, because a lot of people are playing it, doesn't mean that it translates into a game that people are going to want to watch me play. Okay, finally sputtered out. The last time I played it, no one showed up, no one engaged, and it was the lowest support stream I've had in many, many months. So I said, I think it's time to move on from Disco Elysium. So tonight on an indie stream, we have 3 options for indie games that we can. Guys, come on, let's get some support. This is right now, sadly, the lowest supported stream I've done in a while. I don't know what's going on, but let's get some support for Minecraft, right? Sadly, it didn't go so well. When we played Minecraft last week, we had a great audience. Everyone was chill. We actually found new biomes and all kinds of new stuff. But sadly, it was the lowest supported stream I had in a long time. Now, some people since then have said, oh, sorry about that, couldn't make it. We love Minecraft. We're going to show up for your next Minecraft stream to support it. We'll see, I guess, right? We'll actually see if that holds water or not. Tonight is Minecraft, so we'll see tonight. Player Obscure, one of which we did well, and the other, which was yesterday, was my lowest supported stream of the year, and actually my lowest supported stream since I played Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth a year and a half ago. We didn't even raise 40 bucks on yesterday's Claire Obscure stream. Okay? Blueprints. Sadly, again, a game that was doing really good when it first came out, Then I said, well, new games are coming out. We have to put it to a night stream. And immediately I got big pushback. People saying, man, you really shouldn't have pushed that to a night stream because we can't really attend the night streams. We want to support it, but it has to be a day stream. So I brought it back to day streams, and then it started getting support again. I was like, ooh. But now all of a sudden, last stream, a couple days ago, we didn't hit the support goal. Did it do poorly? By no means. We raised over $100, and I was okay with that. But the point I'm making is, you can see there is fatigue for these lengthy games, okay? As a variety creator, I face a dilemma. When a